Hi, I'm Kathy Chikeen. I'm the trainer of Desperate Man.
Off cover, Desperate Man! And it's Desperate Man pacing up late for Henry coming on. Desperate Man on the far outside. Desperate Man, there's no desperation in those strides. He's a Pepsi North America Cup winner, and he scores in 1:49.3. Desperate Man.
It still feels very unreal, like maybe it didn't happen, and still reality check all the time. It really seems very strange to me that we're doing this. I think the one thing I really wanted to say was, once you win the North American Cup, you're not supposed to say too much other than that, but I did feel winning the super final was maybe even more emotional. My nephew drove my 86-year-old mom here from Saskatchewan, because my oldest brother said, I just think Mom should see that horse race. So they hauled her across Canada, and I thought it was so selfish to want him to win again. He had done so much. I thought, God, it's too much to ask for him to win when she's here. And then he did, and she was the first person there to hug me and going into the winner's circle, and it was very emotional. I really felt it was very special being part of that group of OSS colts. They were incredible. All could have competed, like Lawless Shadow won the Meadowlands Pace. An amazing horse, and we were very saddened that he was injured. Bulldog Hanover, probably one of the greatest OSS horses ever, and an amazing horse. There was many others as well. We thought it was a great crop, and it was very competitive. From his first start, he never paced a mile slower than 51, and there was times he didn't get money, so it wasn't easy. Trevor's everything, we love Trevor, and I think he took care of him. It was more important that he was trying to teach him all the time, and it's hard to teach when you're going every lick you can go to keep up, right? Like, there was no opportunity to say, oh, I'll just take back, we're in non-winners of 2 races, like see what he can learn. So he was trying to teach him under a lot of pressure against the best colts in Ontario. It's not an easy job. He's been training back well, I think. He has really grown. None of his equipment from last year fit him, and he was already a big horse. So, he's gotten really big, and he's a bit heavy, but he seems himself. We've been in 2.5 a couple of times, and we hope we're on schedule. We really know that he's behind the 8 ball with his behavior behind the starting gate. Even when he won at Georgian, which he was misprogrammed as a colt for that race, or that was a track record for 3-year-old geldings. He was off the gate 3 lengths. He can't do that against Wheels on Fire and War We Vital and Allywag Hanover and Bulldog Hanover. He has to get it together and at least not gap out like that. I think it would be a great honor to win the Charles Juravinski Memorial. I don't think half-mile track racing is necessarily his forte. He did race good over Flamborough as a 2-year-old. He was beat by a much better colt. But it would, the stuff that they've done for not only harness racing, but in other, with the hospital and stuff, it would be very meaningful.